Afternoon VC, Dave here. So last video went over new music releases of this past year, and so this video is going to be the reissues and or archival releases that I picked up from this past year. There's quite a few of them, so we'll jump right in. The first is the record Pharaohs Awakening, originally released I think back in '71. Ubiquity put this out. Sounds great. Real good, funky, large jazz ensemble. Man, if you know Kieran at Needle Groove, if you watch his channel, his channel opens to the track on the B side here. And this is just a dope record. Easy to get a hold of, so highly recommended. Yeah, Pharaohs Awakening on Ubiquity. Damn good, funky stuff. The next, Rashid Ali Quintet, First Time Out, live at Slugs from 1967. On the Survival Records label, which is Rashid's own label. And of course, he had played with John Coltrane at the end of his career, one of my favorite drummers. And this set also includes Stanley Cowell on piano, who we just lost. Big loss for the jazz world. I think he was 79. He was getting up there, but he was still active. Really good lineup here. Dewey Johnson trumpet, Ramon Morris on tenor, Reggie Johnson bass is who fills out this lineup in this date. They also put out Duo Exchange, also like this in a double record, I think. And I'm holding back on picking that up. It's the full sessions, but I really want the original with the original cover. It's funny, it's a record that I think Teddy and I talk about every time we speak. It's that good of a record, it's that influential. Frank Lowe and Ali together, that was something else. So this is a good date. Not a cheap record, but recommended. Next was one I was very hesitant to pick up, I did not know the label, and there are a lot of reissues that are getting thrown at us now, and quality can literally go out the fucking window at any moment. But Real Gone Music put out Horace Quintet, Pharaohs Awakened, originally on Flying Dutchman from '69, and I've been involved in auctions trying to get a hold of an original. You just forget it. I feel like I'm on there going up against sheikhs from Saudi Arabia who have endless pockets, but yeah, this is a fantastic record for a lot of folks in the jazz world. This is one of their all-timers. It's a fantastic lineup. Horace Tapscott piano, Arthur Blythe on alto, great alto player, David Bryant bass, Walter Savage bass, and Everett Brown on the drums. And this is on green vinyl, and it sounds pretty good. This is actually not my favorite jazz record by any stretch. I definitely enjoy it, but yeah, they did a good job with it. So yeah, and a lot cheaper than the original, that's for sure. The next is one from a label I absolutely love, barely breaking even out of the UK, and this is the album from Japan, Stopover, and this is, let's see, who put this, who the musician is. Oh, take this out here. This is Hideto Sasaki Toshiaki Sakine Quartet +1. It's a lot to say. And musically, not my favorite. Not a whole lot going on with this, really, until you get to their own track on the D side, Stopover, the title track, the one that they wrote themselves. I mean, there's some good playing, but this is nothing that's going to blow you away. But originals go for stupid money. So always happy when these these Japanese albums get put out from BBE. But yeah, worth it for the title track, I'd say. There's, you know, on the first side, there's their version of Soul Train, you know, Todd Dameron written track that John, of course, played. It's pretty good, but yeah. Next is a really cool reissue. There's been a lot of African records that have been reissued this year, and very stoked about it. K Frimpong and Super Complex Sounds. Another one, originals are ridiculous amounts of money. This is from Ghana, from I think 75. Great high life, funky singer guitarist, K Frimpong. Big group, great record. This is on Hot Casa Records. Yeah, I think Tip Top's carrying these. There's another one of his I need to pick up too. Dope stuff. Yeah. I think the name of the album is Iewa. Next are a couple of records from B-Core out of Barcelona that they reissued for their record store day earlier this year. So the 15th anniversary of the album Pupil, Hymnos Olympicos, and this is the first time it's ever been put out on vinyl. I've had this on CD forever. Instrumental group. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Definitely recommend checking this out if you want to listen to something different. Great guitars. Yeah, it's hard to describe. Real different type of sound. Yeah, Pupil, Hymnos Olympicos. Stoked they put that out. And Albert was kind enough to get all their RSD titles to me. They don't press many, and you really are supposed to be there in Barcelona. And then they reissued Standstill's greatest album, Viva La Guerra, the 30th anniversary of this record. I've got an original of this. It goes for well over $100 now. And yeah, this is number 98 of 200. They only did 200 of the reissue. It sounds killer. And yeah, I couldn't pass up getting just to compare, really. But yeah, this is probably the heaviest record from them after they started singing in Catalan. Really great guitars on here. Yeah, this is Enrique Montefusco's band before he went solo. Great record. One of the best ever on B-Core. Next is this is a fantastic release. On Alternative Fox, Alice Coltrane live at Carnegie Hall in 1971. I've definitely seen some other folks in the VC picking this up. I think Bill picked it up. Yeah, they perform Africa by John, and man, the B-side. Oh boy, this is stunning stuff. Archie Shepp, Pharoah Sanders, Ed Blackwell on the drums, Jimmy Garrison, Cecil McBee on bass. What a performance at Carnegie Hall in New York City, man! And it was this was a benefit show back in '71. It was aired on the radio, and yeah, happy this got put out. Alternative Fox is putting out a lot of rare live dates from Europe, from other jazz musicians like Don Cherry and the like. So yeah, Alice Coltrane live at Carnegie Hall, 1971. Inexpensive record too. The next is probably one of the best reissues of the year, if not my favorite reissue of the year. And it's a band from Winston-Salem. The band I roadied for 5 times now. We used to play with these guys. Code 7, Dancing Echoes, Dead Sounds. Equal Vision Records. And this was very limited. They did just 2 color variants. I don't think they pressed many of either. And there was no real notice other than the band was like, okay, we're gonna put these out, and like they put them right out themselves, and that was it. Gone when gone. And luckily, Underdog Records in Winston had got, I think he said he got 6 copies is all he was able to get. And I had called right at the end of the day, and no one answered. And then I said, screw it, and I called again because he was supposed to be open until 7, and I called at like 6:30. And I got him, I think his name's Jamie, and I was able to get one. And my friend Joe, I called him, I was like, dude, you need to call tomorrow morning to see if he's got another one left and get it. This is one of the best, I guess that whole emo scene from the early 2000s. There's not a bad song on here. The singing is beautiful, guitar playing, the writing on this. Yeah, Code 7, Dancing Echoes, Dead Sounds, one of the best bands from North Carolina, in my opinion, of all time. Love this band. Next was a Record Store Day issue of Slant outtakes from September 1990. Came with a mat, and this has original versions of Breadcrumb Trail and Good Morning Captain. Yeah, from Spiderland, great record, influential Louisville band. Bands like Lungfish, I think, were inspired by these guys. Yeah, it's on 45 RPM, and not sure how many of these are still floating around. But that was a really cool RSD. I think that was from RSD Drop 1. Another RSD release was Don Cherry Penderecki, the new Eternal Rhythm Orchestra Actions with the original cover art. And this is phenomenal. This has just a major ensemble here. Love this record. This is the insert. Yeah, you got Thomas Stanko on trumpet, cornet, Albert Mangelsdorf on trombone, Peter Brotzman's here. More of a laid back Peter Brotzman, if you want to call it that. Gunnar Hampel, Han Benink on the drums. So everybody from the free jazz world in Europe here with Don. Don's wife is here too. This is absolutely fantastic orchestration from Penderecki, and a stunning piece of work. I love this record, Actions. Of course, I'm a big fan of Don Cherry, so I was happy that was reissued. I was all over that. That was one of the first RSD drops. Next was, this was reissued from Carl Records in Germany. It's Celestial Birds from Muhal Richard Abrams, wonderful musician from the Art Ensemble of Chicago. This was limited to 300 copies, and it's kind of a compilation of his more electronic output. I didn't know if I was really going to like this, and the more I've played this, the more I enjoy this. This is really good. Picked this up from Dusty Groove. Yeah, Muhal Richard Abrams, Celestial Birds. Next was VCLT from Alex, Motor 247. I believe he picked up an original, but this was reissued this year. Byron Pope, Music for Earth Dwellers and Star Seekers. Speed of Light. This is a gorgeous record. Man, this is really, really fucking good. Byron Pope, alto player. A lot of other players I've never heard of, but it's just, this is stunning. This is a great record. Highly recommend this. I'm sure it's on YouTube. Definitely listen to this. And Light in the Attic put this out. Did a great job. This sounds fantastic. Just, yeah, like it says on the title, Cosmic Jazz would be a good term for Byron Pope. This is great. And then if you stick with the Cosmos, can't go far without talking about Sunra. Sunra and his Outer Space Orchestra, a fireside chat with Lucifer. This is one I've been hoping to run across an El Saturn of. They go for, I mean, if you get one for 900, you're getting a bargain. So this reissue for 20 bucks is fantastic. Yeah, not exactly the original artwork, but it's awesome. This is awesome, and this is Sunra on vocal, dropping F-bombs, phenomenal. And yeah, there's some great sax playing on this, on the B side that really gets going. Probably his most famous stuff, Nuclear War. Yeah, great reissue. Next, another one of probably my favorite jazz reissue of the year. Terra Masahino meets Reggie Workman, A Part, on Love Records from Japan. I've talked about this record. Reggie Workman is massive on bass on this. Motohiko Hino on the drums. It's the best drums I've ever heard on a jazz record, this side of Tony Williams. Wow. A Part. There were 3 others in Terra Masahino's catalog reissued this year on the Love Records label from Japan. I need to get them all. I've only got this one so far. Well, one of them I actually already have an original, but so I do need to get at least the other 2. All right, and back to Sunra. There was a box set put out for Record Store Day, the Egypt 71 box set. It was difficult to get. I was in line, and they only had 1 or 2 copies, and they were gone by the time I got in at Lunchbox, but was happy to find out they were reissuing 3 of the 5 records in the box, and the 3 major albums. The other 2 are just like outtakes and stuff, so happy to grab these. And it's out there stuff from Sunra. I mean, live performances in Cairo. So you got Horizon. This is a bonkers record. Not for everyone. But they do have a really great version of Space is a Place that gets a standing O. And I love the cover here. Again, El Saturn originals are real pricey. Set you back a few hundred. And then yeah, the Live in Egypt volumes 1 and 2 that were also in the box. So you got volume 1, and yeah, everybody in the group was there. John Gilmore, Danny Davis, Marshall Allen, Pat Patrick, Danny Thompson, just yeah. So that's volume 1, Live in Egypt, and volume 2. So, and part of this though is the remaining part of the concert from Cairo, but then also there's some stuff from Oakland on this volume. Fantastic. June Tyson's on vocal here too, which is great. I love when she gets in there, just gives it that much more. And there's a June Tyson release from this year, I think, or last year. I think maybe Modern Harmonic put it out of all her material with Sunra. I need to get that. That's going to be lights out. Next was one of the big ones from the last, well, maybe it was the Black Friday drop, maybe, or last RSD drop, can't remember. Miles Davis Double Image, Rare Miles from the Complete Bitches Brew Sessions. Scott at Lunchbox just got more copies in. He's got some online if you haven't picked this up yet, and he's got it at a low price as far as what they were going for. As at resale, so red vinyl double record. I'm in a win all phase right now, so anything's a win all. I'm all over, and this is really good. I'd love to have the original CD. I've heard it sounds better, and I'm sure it does. But it's nice to have this music. Happy they put this out. It's, you know, essential if you're a Miles collector. And then I did pick up a RSD 7-inch. Stoked to see this get put out. The first 7-inch from the X. All corpses smell the same. And yeah, who put this out? Great label put this out. I gotta remember. Superior Viaduct. Love everything they do. This is really cool. It's like a clear vinyl, comes with an insert. And great early punk from Amsterdam. I got to see this band in Primavera Sound in Spain, in Barcelona. Probably the most fun I had at the show. They were a blast. Everybody was dancing. They were throwing down. Female drummer, just killer. Love the X. One of my favorite punk bands, and they just keep plugging away. They put records out all the time. I mean, so yeah, they've been going since 1980, or a little earlier even. Great stuff. Love the guitar. Love the guitar from the X. And then maybe my favorite reissue. I just picked this up. I forgot how great this record was. I had the CD 20 years ago. Shadows Fall of One Blood. One of the best metalcore records ever. Band from Massachusetts. If you like Killswitch Engage, you'll love Shadows Fall. I think Killswitch pretty much got their sound from these guys. These guys toured with like King Diamond. They toured with In Flames. So they were big time back early 2000s. And this record is just crushes. Fleshhold, track 5, phenomenal. The breakdowns are amazing with the guitars. This was originally on Century Media. This is the first time they've ever put it out on vinyl in the US. And the packaging is top notch. The record is perfectly flat. It's a dark red color. Great insert. The band took care of everything with the insert, with the archival information. Yeah, this is just sounds. The sound on this record is, for a metal record, this sounds huge. Great job with this. I mean, absolutely fantastic job with this. Couldn't be more stoked about it. Shadows Fall of One Blood from Massachusetts. So yeah, that's probably my reissue of the year right here. Shadows Fall, killer. That's everything. Hope everybody's well. Peace.